I feel her like long lost sisters.
Oh. Hello everybody, it's Rachel and
You.
this is my amazing friend you that I just met traveling in Mexico. And we're here today to talk to you a little bit about women and about like stepping up and doing what you want to do.
Wow, I love the topic. I'm so excited to share.
Yes.
To listen to your story. And because we come from different part of the world. I'm from Vietnam, which is an Asian country, and she's from the US, so we definitely have a different background. And now we're here to talk about the same topic, woman. So it's gonna be very exciting.
Yes, I am so excited. Yeah, so we want to talk a bit about like balancing, like doing what you want to do while also like honoring your own like inner divine feminine and like balancing your divine masculine as well. But also just like talk about our experiences too with traveling and wanting to do what we want to do. And so you is from Vietnam.
Yeah.
And do you want to talk a little bit about like your traveling experience?
So I have always dreamed to be a traveler, but is this something not very usual in Vietnam? I'm literally in a newspaper in my country because I'm a girl and I'm travel full time. That's how unusual it is in my culture, okay? So I start traveling in February and now it's just 2 months. Actually, we started at the same time.
Yeah, we did. We realized today, we were like, oh my gosh, we both left like
Yes.
at the same time, February.
It's just the moment. February maybe something gonna do with that, like February, I don't need it anymore. I'm gonna go. So I've been in Thailand I was in Thailand for 1 month and a half, and then I was in London for because of 10 days, and now I'm here in Mexico, and I have no idea what kind of magic it is to brought me here, sitting with this awesome queen right here.
Yes, synchronicity we met, and it's amazing because we both love YouTube. We both have kind of like similar stories of like with cultural norms and with our families, and just like we both had dreams that were just like a little bit different from what other people and from what society like expects of us. And I feel like lately I've been so drawn to women, and like in the way of like there's like certain expectations that are like placed upon women and in society, and also just like people in general too, like of you buy a house and you go to college, and then you get a job, and then you work until you retire, and then sometimes you go on vacation and stuff. And I've just felt really drawn to like speak on talking about like what really like draws you to
Your heart.
yeah, to your heart.
True.
Yeah. And so like your authentic truth of like doing like what you feel like you want to do, and like not letting other people hold you back from that. And like that's such a hard thing, especially for women. It is.
It's not easy at all because it's the same thing here in my country. My mom expect me to just like graduate, find a good job, work for 2 or 3 years, have boyfriend, and then get married, and then bear some children, and then just settle down and spend your time to care about the family. But then we, as a woman, we want more for our life than that. But sometimes we feel like we were holding back because that's what the society want us to do. That's the expectation that people around expect us to do. Sometimes we do not listen to our heart, to our inner side enough. And we kind of just ignore it. No, I cannot do it. And then they are right. My mom are right. My people are right. So I shouldn't do it. Or I'm not able to do it. I'm too weak. I'm too soft. I'm not good enough to do it. That it means.
Or I have to wait for someone, to do it with, which cool. Like, that's amazing. And it's like amazing to travel with others and also like to have that masculine support. But if it feels like it's something like you really want to do, and there's like and you want to like take the leap to do it alone,
Yeah.
it's like there's something to character developing about it too, and then like you stepping into your own power, it like allows you to support your own inner feminine too, and like being able to like play and like live life. And that's one thing I really love about traveling, is like being able to like embrace like what it is that whatever it is like you feel like you want to do, because there's so many opportunities, and just to like live life and flow and like have so many different experiences and stuff.
So we have to take responsibilities for our happiness, our
Yes.
well-being.
That's true.
So if we fall in love with someone, or if we find a person, that could be great, right? That's the best scenario. But we don't have to always wait for someone to be happy,
That's
to do what
true.
we love, and to go on adventure, right?
That is so true.
Sometimes you just go there. You go there alone, but then you met a bunch of nice people.
Yeah.
And then you feel like we are long lost sisters from two different worlds. Yeah. So, it's Rachel. You're here alone. You travel. She live in Mexico
I do. Yeah, I live in alone in Playa del Carmen, and it's been like, I'd be lying if I said it was like amazing and beautiful all the time, and like that's what you see on social media, is like people portraying it as like this life of ease and flow, and specifically in Mexico. And also I feel like just like learning how to be like independent woman.
Yep.
Not only that, but like learning how to be an independent woman that like goes after her dreams and like follows like, you know, what she wants and builds businesses for herself and stuff like that. It's not always like amazing and easy sailing.
No.
Sometimes there's a lot of like shadow work and like things that I specifically have like gone through and being here. But in like clearing those things out, it makes space for more energy and opportunities and synchronicities to flow.
Sure.
But all in all, like if I'm like thinking, someone asked me actually the other night, we were bachateing, which is something else that I feel is so wonderful, in a moment where you can just like, being a woman, you can just like relax into like being led, and I feel like that's so beautiful and so sacred. And someone asked me, like, if you had all of the money in the world right now, or not all the money in the world, but if you had, like, money was no object, like, what would you be doing, like, right now in this exact moment? And I thought to myself, sure, I could, you know, travel to this place and travel to that place, and that'd be amazing. But also, it was part of me is like, I would just literally be doing what I'm doing right now. Like, it is so amazing.
You're
and I
living
feel
your dream
so
world.
good.
Good job, girl.
Yeah.
Good
so.
job. But we have to explain, we do not come from money. Okay, everything that we're doing right now, we work for ourselves. So, like, you are professional photographer.
Well, I am a photographer, yes.
Yes.
I definitely also feel like there is an aspect of, too, at least for me in my journey, and receiving abundance from the universe for me to like have this opportunity to travel and stuff like that. So even now, like specifically, like abundance will just come to me in different ways, like not only with photography, but just like different opportunities and like manifesting and stuff. So it's not all like just from like one thing that I do. I have a few things that I do, but also that's another thing, like the feminine aspect of just like being open to receive, because I feel like women that are super like, oh, I'm gonna go do this all by myself, and like this is the way that it's gonna go, and have this like set plan of how it is, then sometimes we lose out on like being open to opportunities and like leaving ourselves open to receive. And that's really truly how abundance can find you, in just like ways that you didn't think were possible. And tapping into your divine feminine essence, you can find that. Doesn't mean you don't have to support yourself with your masculine. We all have the masculine and the feminine within us, but it's like a beautiful thing to receive. And like, I think independent women sometimes forget that, especially in the Western world. And it's kind of the opposite a little bit with her.
This is a very interesting point. Okay, so because I come from a very traditional family where everyone expects me, when you grow up, you're not only yourself, but you're gonna be a wife, you'll be the mom of someone, you'll be the daughter of someone, not just yourself. and they expect the woman in my society to give more for other people, and to be caring, to be loving, to be support other people, and sometimes need like
forget about yourself.
your old self.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like people expect that us to get married early, 28 or 30 or too late for my mom. When I told my mom that, Mom, I'm gonna go travel and I'm gonna get married around 30, I would think about it at that age. I'm like, no, it's too late. So that's kind of energy just holding you back from chasing your dream. But then when Rachel has come from a different world.
Yeah, a little bit. Like where you're pushed so much to achieve and to, like, you have the same thing, like, you know, go to school, get a career, like hustle, like you always, you know, have to, it's like you have to balance. There's that double standard of like, oh, I'm meant to be, you know, a very feminine, you know, woman and care for others, which is beautiful, and I love that.
Yeah,
I enjoy that.
She definitely is. She definitely. Sometimes I have to say, Rachel, you're so lovely and caring. She's definitely a very caring woman.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are. Yeah, everyone would be so lucky to be your friends, and I am one of them, so I'm lucky too.
But then there's also, it's like, oh, then you have to, like, you know, like push and hustle and grind, and like when you travel and you have these experiences, you open yourself up to abundance and to receiving. Just like she was talking about, she put herself out there and she was like, I want to travel. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. She was at this conference and she just spoke about it. Bam, opportunity found her. Like this man approached her, was like, hey, like you want to travel and you want to, like, you know, learn new skills, like just come work for me and come travel. And that is what she's doing, and it's amazing.
I mean, just put yourself out there first. I'm not religious, but again, I believe in the universe. So if you want something, you manifest it. For example, for my job, I just, like as Rachel said, I was there as an event and I have to share about my dream, and I'm doing something to get that, but there's no way that I can reach that goal in the near future. But then I met someone and he offered me the job, and now he's my boss. I've been working for him for 2 years, which is online, which enabled me to travel now, and then I learned another languages, and then I met my exchange language partner, and I have him translate his book, and now he just give it to me and do it.
All of these opportunities just came to her. And it's, the thing is too, it's what you enjoy. Like for instance, she loves to like teach others languages and loves to teach herself other languages, and this man who's writing this book, right, someone she looked up to and like watched on YouTube, and he's like the top person like in her field of what she loves. And she just like had this wonderful opportunity. She put herself out there, say, hey, like I'll edit the first chapter, right? Of a book for you, and he's like, come work with me.
So he just sent the version of his translation in Vietnamese, and then, okay, you Vietnamese, you can watch, like you can read my work on this translation. His translation is really great, but okay, as a native, I still have something to contribute to that to make it better, right? So I stay up until 3 a.m. to just have him make his editing better, like, and I say back to him and like, wow, like, you really contribute to that, and you're doing awesome work now. Now you can translate the whole book.
She just got an opportunity. Like
and I got another job there.
It's like if you're doing something, right, may as well make it something that you love. May as well make it something that you enjoy and that like you can have fun with and that is in your heart. And like I feel like traveling opens you up, and just like exploring with little things that you like find interesting. Like we were having a conversation the other day, just those little things that you find interesting, those little hobbies, or oh, I might be interested in doing this, or trying this skill out, or trying that. Just like test things out, have fun with things, like flow with things, and put yourself out there, because that's when opportunities come to you. And sometimes you gotta put yourself out there and send those messages, and it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but then also sometimes you walk out, like literally you walk out of your apartment complex and someone's like, hey, like literally like, oh, you're a photographer, I need a photographer, there's a shoot, like manifest just like that.
You made me remind me something about like love that some people met their like husband and wives in the bus. In the bus, like I heard of so many stories like that. Where did you meet your husband and wife? Like in the bus.
On the bus.
On the bus, yeah, on the bus. I was like, yep. So there's the one thing that I always tell other people. You cannot dream to win a lottery when you even have never ever bought a ticket.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh. And
You have
sometimes
to-
buying the ticket.
You have to go out there and do something first. And then things will naturally happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The flow. If you just sit at home and watching Netflix for a whole day, then what's gonna happen, right?
That's true. Gotta put yourself in those uncomfortable situations and put yourself in those positions, and sometimes you just gotta jump and say what the heck and do it, and then trust the universe.
Yeah. But as Rachel mentioned, there are gonna be so many situations that we encounter and we question ourselves whether
Yeah.
it's right or wrong, whether as a woman I should do it or not. It's too strong to do the things, or it's too weak for me to act like that. But then be your authentic self, as you
Yes.
mentioned.
Yes.
Just be yourself and enjoy your life.
Sometimes too, it's like the thing is like you don't know if you feel like you're like making the right decision or not. Sometimes you don't know until you just like do it. And then when you do it, sometimes opportunities open up for you and it's beautiful and synchronicities happen.
Are you going to
No.
meet some like awesome people like this?
Like this, like you too.
we are awesome, perfect for each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to share more in your videos? There's gonna be a lot for you to edit.
There is. I feel like the conversation flowed really nicely. Though.
Yeah.
So I'm just like.
That's
I'm
the
so
reason why
happy
I'm
with
still
it.
like we're long lost sisters, because I just feel you. I just feel like our stories, even though they have different background, but it has so many things in common.
Yeah. So
Aw.
many things. It's beautiful. Aww.
I can't believe that I just met you for 1, 2 days. Today is the third day.
Yeah. It's literally only been 3 days that we've known each other. But we have so much in common.
And then she may know like, oh, what happened to my life for decades. So that is something very magic about that, like the magic of putting yourself out
Yeah.
there. Mm-hmm.
Putting yourself out there in different situations. One thing I want to talk about is like, say for instance, you're talking about the conference, just like opening yourself up and like really speaking what it is that you want to do,
Yes.
but using your discernment and not just like telling anyone, because sometimes it will benefit you to like speak to others and to get others' advice and to open yourself up, say to like even to like a masculine figure, right? And say like, oh, here's what I'm doing, or share if you're asked. And like if that advice resonates with you, and even like just really listening with an open heart, and like even sometimes what's like being said, like if it doesn't resonate with you, like, and having an open heart too, right? Really listen and like give it a chance, because sometimes like listening to other people's advice, even if it's not exactly what we think like we should do, can help. But also go back to your own discernment, because if someone is telling you like not to jump and you want to jump, then like do what you feel is right for you. And that's all about like on like being a woman and journeying and adventuring and honoring yourself and like being yourself. And like someone was telling me last night, like people are attracted to like what is naturally within you, not you like being what other people think that you, not being someone for someone else, right? Not being a person that you think someone else wants to be. So just letting your true self shine through. And I'm still learning how to do that.
We need just like the journey to understand ourselves and to embrace ourselves.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Self-love.
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 It's not easy, but then that's the best love ever.
It is. It really is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This has been such an amazing video.
Yeah, I want to comment on that, because like no one gonna know yourself better than you. people can give advice based on what you give them, the information that you give them, but they would not understand how you feel and how it's happened. So take the advice if you think that is good and then you want to do it, but you don't have to push yourself to do something that it doesn't feel like you.
That's true. That's very true. I feel like in emotionally opening up to people too, definitely like can help too, and like if that feels like in resonance for you. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But sometimes like opening up yourself, sharing your emotional truths just like we're doing right now, it like helps you speak your truth more authentically and like helps you feel more authentically. But yeah, if something doesn't feel right, then it doesn't feel right. But also pay attention to if you ever feel like you have some sort of blockage or resistance towards something. Don't ask yourself like why am I feeling this way? Is there a reason why I'm feeling this way or I'm triggered? Because like healing happens not when you're triggered and you keep on like repeating the same pattern. Healing happens when you're triggered and then you say to yourself, oh, like this is like I could choose to react in a different way, or this is why I keep on having these repeating experiences, and you respond in a new way, and then sometimes new opportunities open up for you too. So there's that balance between like I know myself, but also like I'm gonna leave myself open to the universe and receive and like listen to what other people have to say too.
There's one more thing I want to add. So find a community that you can share and they supportive, because sometimes, for example, I can't confidently talk about what I dream in that community because I know people there would be very open to listen to me and support me, but I do not share it with a lot of people because I know that they would not understand me. And when you share it, you keep getting negative feedback and you start to feel like doubt about yourself, and you wonder whether it's right or wrong for you to do it. So sometimes reserve your energy.
Yeah, don't have those conversations with people that are just gonna like shoot you down, or you have a project or something that you're working on that isn't ready to be shared with the world and you really know that in your heart, then keep it to yourself and keep on working. But yeah, if you have those experiences in that community with people, with like-minded people, like Facebook groups or digital nomads, or like she's in something called, do you want to talk about
Toastmaster? It's like a public speaking club where people come there to practice public speaking, but most of the time we do it by sharing our own stories and sharing with other people's. So that is a very great way for you to open up yourself and you receive positive feedback from your peer. And that community is very supportive to me, like home. And now I found like DC.
Yeah,
that in my circle.
That's how we met.
I have never met so many awesome people as once like that in my life ever. And then I feel the support that they everything, because they already on the top.
It's a circle of entrepreneurs that get together and they have like conferences all over the world and like just like bounce ideas off each other and make connections and friendships and
even though we are tiny people at the bottom right here, while they are already like six-figure business with like $1 million dollar business, but they still very supportive. They understand what we want and they give us advice which is truly helpful. And find a community, find where you belong to, find you feel like you are heard and you are lead to the right direction.
Most definitely, yeah. And it's been a blessing too to like run into these people, because like I wasn't part of like the circle or anything, but I was just like invited to one of their events and like just met a ton of them and having so many wonderful experiences, and like there's some really cool people like to make connections with, and it's really awesome. I don't know that much about it, but you knows a lot about it, so if you're interested in it, you could definitely talk to you about it. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you love to see Yu's face, I will link her channel down below. What's your channel? I'll put it up here too.
Yes, thank you.
How do you say it?
It's my honor to be here with you, and I feel like I feel her like long lost sisters. Okay. And I'm gonna say something in Vietnamese.
Okay.
Ok, cảm ơn em rất nhiều, chị rất vui vì chị gặp em. Which literally means thank you so much. I'm so happy that I meet you.
Oh my word, that is so sweet. Thank you. I'm so happy to meet you too. Oh
We'll see each other again. It's
yeah,
okay.
she's leaving
Yeah,
soon.
don't say goodbye, just say see you again. Don't
See you
say
again.
goodbye.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed the conversation, and we hope that you ladies and even like dudes, like if you're wanting to jump, do something new, try something out. And we love you so much, and till the next time. Oh, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and give this video a like. It helps me out so much and helps me get videos out to more people like you. And until the next time, I will see you. Peace.